Beautiful new look for the 99 of Dallas Williams. Hey, we got some Dallas Williams fans back in the house.
The 22T is Tyler Smith, it says, from New Boston, Illinois.
He's a ways from home. And it was outside. That is going to be, I believe, the 3P of Stephen Pierce. And, immediately the 22T of Smith.
That is actually the 3 of Brian Campbell.
Okay. Oh, and Campbell goes around. Unfortunately, trying to avoid it is the 22T of Tyler Smith. Smith is going to keep going. And unfortunately, the 3 is not. So it'll be interesting to see. Did the 22T of Tyler Smith have the car going before Jesse Ford said yellow? We have re-racked, repacked, and restacked. We are going to do a complete restart as there was not a completed lap. Everybody will get their spots back. So once again, it is Jeremy Ertman and the Toy Scout, Joel McGee, on the front row. RPMs are going to come up. Jesse Ford drops the green. We are back to racing. And it's going to be Joel McGee by about a half a car length. He is going to sail it down in there with the advantage into 1 as they come out of 2. He is finally going to be able to clear Ertman. It is McGee and Ertman, followed by the 62 as I look for his name. That is going to be, the 62 of Rich Hesse in 3rd. Craig Clift all the way up now to 4th as he gets he gets a shot in the shorts from the 7. And around goes Craig Clift. He's able to get it back going. We were going to stay clean and green.
Looks like we still got a car stop down there in turn 2.
Oh,
that
yeah, we do.
That would be the number 3 of Brian Campbell from Sioux Falls.
Drag racing, the Christmas tree, where you don't want to go before it gets green. Right as it hits that green light for a perfect 000 is what you want. If you go after the green flag, you're tardy to the party.
I was thinking more of a cone as a no-no, kind of like a field sobriety test.
Well, that you're not wrong either.
Which, by the way, if you guys have not done so, make sure you do visit our concession stands down here. And be safe as well, guys.
So once again, RPMs come up. Joel McGee, this time with a good start, he's going to lead him down to the green. Jeremy Ertman in 2nd. Alan Hesse in 3rd. Tony Fetterman sitting there in 4th. And Craig Clift now making the jump from the back to 5th right now, as he is now going to go to work on the back bumper of the 7 of Fetterman. Meanwhile, Joel McGee starting to extend his lead over the 81X of Ertman. Not by much, but he is indeed extending it.
McGee is still your leader going into 3 and 4, and Ertman, they're starting to pull away. Hesse having a great run. I almost spoke too soon. He saves it, but Fetterman is going to get by him side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Craig Clift is right there behind him as well, waiting for a slip up.
So once again, as the green flag will be in the air, 2 laps to go, it is Joel McGee, Jeremy Ertman, Tony Fetterman, Alan Hesse, and Craig Clift, your top 5. Oh, a little shot in the shorts from Clift to Hesse with love. Hesse's now going to go up and again get loose coming out too. Unfortunately, Craig Clift not able to take the advantage to get by him. No pun intended to his sponsor, Advantage Racing TV. He once again is going to try to get him to the low side. White flag is out for Joel McGee.
And Hesse is still battling with Clift back there. But Ertman is making up ground on your leader. But he is going to run out of time as Joel McGee takes first, Ertman in 2nd. Fetterman in 3rd, and at the line, it's too close to call, but I think it was Hesse.
Yeah, from this angle, it was Hesse by a nose over Craig Clift. So Craig Clift will round out the top 5. I'm not sure how many they're taking to the A directly, but you got to think that we're probably going to see at least from Craig Clift back, maybe from Hesse back in a B feature. All right, so it looks like heat number 2 is on the track right now. On the pole, that is going to be the 12T. Give me a second. That is going to be the 12T of someone I don't have on here.
Tanner
Jones from Cairo, Nebraska. There we go. And it was outside the 96 of Austin Lundquist from Sioux City.
Inside of row number 2. I'm having a hard time seeing that one too.
That's the 31K of
Nate DeSivey.
Yes.
And
look at Caleb Brunson. He comes shot out of a cannon from the back, and he is going to be running in second, right behind Nate DeSivey. Dear mother, I write to you telling you of a battle with another yellow car. So DeSivey leading, the double OK of Caleb Brunson, the natural, in second. Oh, the 14Z of Zach Bales in third. 34M of David Miller in fourth. And once again, that is the 12T.
Tanner Jones.
Thank you. He is running in fifth right now.
Also looks like we do have Carl Monroe running back there. So they're starting to shuffle out. And for Justin Freilich.
Oh, and the 96 of Lundquist, every which way but straight. Looks like Nate DeSivey is going to be catching up to him and possibly putting him a lap down. But right now, the best battle on the track is going to be second, third, fourth, and fifth. That is, once again, Brunson, Bales, Miller, and Jones. And now let's add Carl Monroe into the mix. Throw a blanket over. 3 wide going into turn number 1. Looks like Caleb Brunson thinks better of it. That's going to allow Bales and Miller to go side by side for that second and third place battle. Now Jones trying to get to the inside of Brunson to battle out for that fourth place spot. White flag is out. 1 to go.
DeSivey is still your leader going down the back straightaway. And he will be your leader coming out of 4 to take that checkered flag. Appears we do have Zach Bales and David Miller. Bales is going to be in second, Miller third. And Tanner Jones in fourth, Carl Monroe in fifth.
Yeah, and unfortunately
Caleb sixth.
Caleb Brunson spins it. Heck of a run he had going, but spins coming out of turn number 4. So unfortunately, we will be seeing the double OK in a B feature. That is going to be the 54, as I come looking through, a 54B of Brennan Neck, I believe, from Kensington, Kansas.
Inside row number 2, we have the 12M of Phil McKee. Outside of row 2 is the number 4 of Lowell Jansen.
Row number 3 to the inside, that's the 8X of Andy Hoffman. To his outside, the 16T. That is going to be Tim Pritchett Jr. coming back to play. And, McKee coming out too, spins. Can he keep it going? Yes, he's going. Right now it is John Kane out there in front with the 54B of, and if I pronounce the last name wrong, I apologize, but Brennan Neck, N-E-C-H, in second.
We do have Andy Hoffman in the 8X moving up in the third. Battling with Lowell Jansen, who's sitting in fourth. Fitzpatrick, I believe in the 82 machine, is sitting rounding out your top 5. He's having a good strong run here as well, looking to make that top 4 past Jansen.
Yeah, Andy, the 8X of Andy Hoffman becoming a new father. I believe it was about maybe 3 weeks ago, so congratulations to him and his significant other as they have a new addition to the Hoffman Racing stable. But right now, he is all over the 54B of Brennan Neck as he is going to go to the outside, and he is going to try and get that second place spot away. 2 laps to go. Can he get by, and can he catch up to the 44 of John Kane, who has basically checked out and set sail?
The closest battle on the track is still the 54 of Netch and Andy Hoffman in the 8X, with Jansen trailing in fourth, trying to hold off Fitzpatrick there in fifth, but looks like he's going to do it as the 44X of John Kane here coming out of turn 4. We will take your checkered flag. Hoffman in second, 54B of Neck in third, the 4 of Lowell Jansen in your fourth spot, and rounding out your top 5 will be Fitzpatrick.
There been a little bit of hiccup with my race pass, so we're kind of doing this not with lineups, but actually the list of drivers who checked in. So it does sound a little discombobulated, and it does take us a little bit of time, but bear with us, folks. We do appreciate you guys, and we're still going to try and give you all the information we can. Green flag is out, and we are racing. It's going to be the 34B of Ben Schneiders, who is going to take the early lead from the 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. 17T of Tanner Dowdy in third, and Justin Shern in fourth. Battle is on between the 2 and the 3P for that 5th place spot. A little noisy for you there, Cody? So once again, Ben Schneiders, your early leader. Logan Fitzpatrick in second. Here comes Tanner Dowdy, as he almost caught up to the back bumper of Fitzpatrick and thought maybe he was going to make a try for it, but no, not going to happen. He'll get back in line as Fitzpatrick comes out of turn 2. He goes to the whip like he's whipping a rented government plow mule, trying to catch up to the 34B of Ben Schneiders, who is still leading.
And Schneider's going into turn 1. Fitzpatrick's there in 2 with Dowdy right on his tail. Justin Shern there. We have a battle shortly behind them with Carter of the 2C and the 3P of Stephen Pierce. You can still throw a blanket over it. It is anybody's. Oh, contact.
Oh, and we've got Stephen
Pierce. Will he?
Saves it.
He did save it.
Saves it. That started coming out of turn number 4, contact between the 48, the 3P. Oh, and the 3P still trying to go every which way but straight. The 48 and the 3P, and I did not see who the other car was. Now Michael Finson going around in the backstretch, and the yellow is out for the 16 of Finson. But I'll tell you what, Stephen Pierce, how did he save that? He had to, that thing almost spun out 4 different times. All right, so telling Michael Finson that he needs to pull into the infield, as he was the cause of the caution. Once again, in the heat races, it is a one-and-done proposition. You do not get a second chance to bring out a first caution. And they're back on the gas. It's going to be Ben Schneiders once again leading him down into turn number 1. Dylan Fitzpatrick sitting there in second, Tanner Dowdy third. Then it is Justin Shern and the 2C sitting there rounding out the top 5. They're going to be coming down for the white flag. 1 to go.
Shern is moving inside there of the 17T of Dowdy, trying to get under. They are 3 wide right now for third. Little bit out of shape. Carter gets the bat into the stick and drops back. Justin Shern still under the 17T of Dowdy. It is going to be Ben Schneiders as picking up the win. The 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. Too close to call there. For me, anyway.
I think there was some contact between the 17T of Dowdy and the 48 of Shern, which, of course, Jesse Ford is now telling them over the receiver to clean up. But I do believe it broke enough momentum on Shern that Dowdy was the one that I do think got, and it does look like on the scoreboard, got 4th. That'll put Justin Shern back in 5th. All right, so we did get confirmation that all 3B features will take the top 4 to the A main. Green flag is out, and it is going to be the 62 of Alan Hesse with the early advantage. And look at the the 82 is all out of shape. Dylan Fitzpatrick, he manages to gather it back up but loses several spots. It is going to be Hesse leading, Lowell Jansen second, Craig Clifton. And look at this, the 16T. That is Tim Pritchett Jr. spinning down the front stretch. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of wondering, Cody, if he might not have had a little bit of help with that. Oh, and also, oh no, the leader, Hesse, also spun up there in turn number 2. Oh my. That just changed the ball game, Cody, because that puts your leader of Alan Hesse in the back to start with, and they're only taking top 4. 10 cars total. That is still a long way to go.
Make sure you do as soon as you can.
Well, and if you have not, why not? All right, so taking a look at the Advantage Racing TV replay. Oh, looks like the 16T of Tim Pritchett Jr. trying to come off of the wall and unfortunately cut hard left rudder across someone else's nose. And that is, he did have help, but not intentional help. All right, so we got 1 lap down, 7 to go. Per the Delaware double file restart rules, is Lowell Jansen with a row all to himself. Craig Cliff chooses the high side, and immediately the 22T, Tyler Smith, he gasses it a little too hard, spins in front of the field, but everybody misses him. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, the 3 of Brian Campbell going every which way but straight. Look at Tim Pritchett Jr. Tim Pritchett Jr. trying to get underneath the 99 of Dallas Williams. Had a heck of a run going down the backstretch, but right now we got a battle for the lead, Cody. It is the Cliffhanger. Craig Cliff taking the lead from the 4 of Lowell Jansen.
Your leader is the 77 of Craig Cliff coming out of turn number 4. Jansen second, Fitzpatrick in third. Also, we have a car around on the front straightaway. The 99 Dallas Williams, the 22T, also around there in turn 4. We will be going yellow.
Yeah, it looked like the 22T of Tyler Smith spun to avoid Dallas Williams. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out during the replay, but I'm pretty sure Dallas got loose. And somebody just got black. The black hang. You said you wanted to see it, Cody. There you go. It looks like
the first black flag of 2021.
Looks like maybe the 3 got it, I'm thinking.
Yes, I believe that was the 3 of Brian Campbell.
All right, so the RPMs are going to come up. Craig Clift leading them down through 3 and 4. B feature number 1 is back underway, Cody.
Cliff is going to hustle him on that high side in the turns 1 and 2. Fitzpatrick is looking low. Jansen's still right there as well as Cliff starts to pull away a little bit going down the back straightaway. We do have the 7T of Dowdy looking under there. And your top 5 is Pritchett Jr. rounding out that top 5.
Phil McKee just had a pucker factor moment coming out of turn 2 the previous lap as he was every which way but straight, managed to gather it back up. But right now, Craig Clift has set sail as he is currently leading once again, and Dylan Fitzpatrick in second, Lowell Jansen in third. Right now, it is a 7T of Tanner Dowdy in that 4th and final transfer position as he gets by the 16T of Tim Pritchett Jr. Pritchett now 1 spot out looking in, but unfortunately, he is losing a ton of ground to Dowdy, and the yellow is out as we have them piled up. Dallas Williams and the 62 of Alan Hesse at the exit of turn number 2. All right, RPMs come back up. We are green, and once again, it is going to be the Cliffhanger Craig Clift holding off the 82 of Dylan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick trying to take a look to the inside. Not quite able to get up to the left rear of Clift. Meanwhile, Pritchett tried to get to the inside of Dowdy. Couldn't quite get it done. He's going to try and make another run through 3 and 4. And the yellow is out as Phil McKee goes around in turn 2. And we did not get a lap in, so we're going to go back to 2 laps to go. Last attempt to get the last 2 laps in, as we do have a second Hobby Stock B feature and an M&T Motorsports Compact B feature forthcoming. Green flag is out. Greg Clift, much better start this time as Fitzpatrick not able to hang with them. There's a little bit of a gap between the 77 and the 82. Meanwhile, Lowell Jansen. It's Jansen, Dowdy, and Pritchett trying to go for that 4th spot. Pritchett's going to stuff it down underneath the Dowdy. White flag is out. No, Pritchett not quite able to get away with the move. He's going to try it this time, but the car gets a little bit sideways. Not able to do it. Right now it's 3rd and 4th. Lowell Jansen and Tanner Dowdy going for 3rd and 4th. Now Pritchett's coming back. Oh, and Pritchett pushes. He's out. Craig Clift's in, as is Dylan Fitzpatrick. Lowell Jansen and Tanner Dowdy. Those are the 4 heading directly to tonight's Signmasters Hobby Stock A main. Next time out of 4, we are going to be green with B feature number 2. For once again, your Signmasters Hobby Stocks. This will fill the last 4 spots of your 20-car starting field for tonight's A main. Jones, Dowdy, Monroe, Davis, Freilich, Carter, Brunson, Pierce, Lundquist, and Finzen. Who's going to punch their ticket in? Green flag is out. We'll find out in 8 laps. As it's still side by side, Kyle Davis and Tanner Jones. Now Davis with a nice shot in the shorts from the 2C of Carter, as that will put Davis up front, Carter in 2nd. Monroe sitting in 3rd. Now the battle is on. The 12T of Tanner Jones and the 3P of Pierce. Those are the 2 that are going to be going at it right now. Looks like Pierce gets the better of Jones at this point, as he is the one who is going to be sitting in that 4th place spot on the bubble. Again, Kyle Davis is leading. David Carter in 2nd. So it is Kyle Davis, David Carter, 1M of Carl Monroe, and the 3P of Sean Pierce. And it looks like the top 4. The top 4 are checking out, with the exception of Tanner Jones, who is now trying to go to the whip and catch up to the 3P of Pierce. Battle for the bubble is on. Pierce has it. Jones wants it, as they're going to have 3 laps to go. A much cleaner and greener B feature this time around. Oh, as the 76 goes around here right in the front stretch, Justin Freilich, he's able to keep it going. We're going to keep the green hanky flying. 2 laps to go, and up front, the top 3 spots are up for grabs, as Monroe has caught up to Carter. Carter has caught up to Davis. And a little ways behind them, it is still Pierce and Jones going for that 4th and final transfer spot. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Oh, and Kyle Davis is going around as the caution comes out. I've got a sneaky suspicion that is going to be for the 96. Or, sorry, the 76. Heads up move by Kyle Davis. Justin Freilich had gone around Kyle Davis. I thought he was just getting loose, but no. He was hitting the brakes to try and avoid, and because of that, Kyle Davis will get his spot back as the race leader, as he was trying to avoid contact.
Hey, real quick, guys. The Partners for Patriots booth, he does have some baseball cards of Delta. The first kids that can get down there get one free.
Green is back out, as Kyle Davis starting to walk away just a little bit from the 2C of David Carter. Meanwhile, there's a 3-way battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between Monroe, Pierce, and Jones. Monroe going to take over that 3rd place spot. And now here comes a 96 of Austin Lundquist. Has not been a factor all night. Oh, contact between Jones and Lundquist. Lundquist spins, Freilich spins. Brunson unfortunately caught up in it, but the checker flag is going to come out, and it's going to be Kyle Davis at the line by half a car length over the 2C of David Carter. Third to Carl Monroe, and fourth place is going to be the 12T of Tanner Jones. So congratulations to those four as they will be punching their ticket in.
So for me, no. But for somebody like Andy Hoffman, who it's very well possible that finish could cost him a points championship, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So they are being told definitely be on your bestest behavior, boys and girls. And let's not have to go time limit. So 20 cars, 14 laps, 19 minutes to complete it in. Jesse Ford is up there, and it looks like the breeze has really stiffened up out of the north. Poor Deb Mock having a hard time keeping her papers up together. Green flag is out. We are underway with the first Sign Masters Hobby Stock feature of the 2021 season, and it is going to be Tony Fetterman with the early advantage. Looks like John Kane is going to be sitting in second. And, oh, Shern goes around. He gets clipped.
Ooh, parking lot front straightaway. See DeSivey in there towards the action cam.
Well, this all kind of started when the 48 of Justin Shern got clipped and spun, and when as he was spinning, he also caught the 31K of Nate DeSivey, and then it kind of turned into a yard sale from there. Heavy front end damage to the cliffhanger, Craig Clift. Wow.
Looks like we got Logan Fitzpatrick involved. Here's the replay.
Yeah, at that point it looks like Shern, looks like contact between him and Andy Hoffman possibly. Didn't exactly see who got into the back of the 48, but the 48 spun and caught DeSivey, and that was pretty much all she wrote on that one. All right, so RPMs come back up, and we are back to green, Cody. Nate DeSivey with the early advantage. Fetterman now trying to get to the high side. Not going to happen. It is still going to be DeSivey, Fetterman, Kane. Here comes Hoffman. And who's that sitting in fifth? That is David Miller rounding out your top five right now. We finally do have a lap in. Remember, they are on a strict time limit. Everybody going back through 1 and 2. Oh, we got one around. That looks like Ben Schneider's going around. He's going to keep it going straight, and they will keep on going. But Nate DeSivey walking away, or starting to walk away from John Kane with 12 laps to go.
DeSivey is still your leader, but John Kane is making up ground. Fetterman's not too far behind him. While the battle is on for that fourth place spot between Hoffman and Miller. And it appears Miller is starting the battle for that third place spot. Little bit of contact. Everybody keeps going there. It is still a vicious battle.
It is Miller, Fetterman, and Hoffman battling it out for third, fourth, and fifth. Now here comes Jeremy Ertman. He wants a piece of that action, as well as the man who started in 10th. That is Mr. Toy Scout himself, Joel McGee, as he's moved himself up a few spots. And the yellow is out. Oh, looks like we have Carl Monroe up in between 3 and 4 along the wall. Number 4. Once again, Nate DeSivey leading him down into 3. And the green flag is out. We're back to racing. Now it looks like John Kane is under attack from the 34M of Miller, as Miller not only getting by Kane, but trying to get by DeSivey. Not quite able to do it. Now going into 3 and 4 once again, it is Miller to the inside of DeSivey. DeSivey's going to dispense with him again and take the lead with 8 laps to go. Miller again to the inside through 1 and 2 as he just can't quite. He can get beside DeSivey but cannot get by him. Through 3 and 4 again this time. DeSivey going to shake him off.
DeSivey is still your leader coming out of turn 4. Miller's looking for any way possible. He can only manage to pull up to that quarter. He's making another run. He's got a good run. Side by side. DeSivey by a nose going into turn 3 and 4. Miller's still there down low. He's going to pull him off the corner. DeSivey still has the advantage.
David Miller putting all the pressure he can on Nate DeSivey. Oh, little bobble by Miller. That's going to allow DeSivey to get by him. Miller once again is going to re-rack himself and try to get underneath of DeSivey again, but DeSivey too strong up high. That car, that Charger chassis is digging it up there, so he still has the lead. Miller not willing to give up. Meanwhile, Andy Hoffman has now worked his way up to 3rd. John Kane 4th. And look at Phil McKee. He is up 5 spots from 10th up to 5th. But they're going to come down to see the green flag in the air with 2 laps to go. Miller and DeSivey putting on a barn burner. Now Hoffman's right there as well. It's now going to become a 3-car battle as we have a new leader. That is the 34M of Miller. David Miller now with the lead. They'll be coming down to see the white flag this time by Miller, DeSivey, Hoffman, and Kane. Throw a blanket over him as DeSivey back to the inside of Miller. Oh no, and Hoffman goes around. They are going to run it to the checkered as is it going to be DeSivey? Is it going to be Miller? DeSivey tries to get up there, puts a little pressure on Miller, but David Miller's going to win. Nate DeSivey 2nd. 3rd to John Kane. 4th to uh-oh. All heck is breaking loose as the 44 of John Kane being penalized for aggressive driving and Andy Hoffman having to be talked off of the proverbial ledge as he was going after said 44 of John Kane.